Alright guys, hey, we're making the Flash Stinger Junior. Look, I already got some remelt. This is leftover flash color. That's all I need, don't need much. And I keep leftovers, I store them in containers. I use bags. I've got gallon size bags and quart size bags. And it's a bunch I'm piled behind y'all. Probably 20, 30 bags back here with different colored baits in them. And some of them are remelt, some of them are just stems and stuff that I use when I make the remelt colors. But I try to save all that plastic when you use it. You can't let it keep building up on you. You need to use it. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to cook this and get back to you. Alright guys, this is not as bad as sometimes, but you see that fuzz on there? There's little tiny bubbles all over the surface. Alright, smooth. I put it in the vacuum chamber, is what I've done. Alright, y'all ready? Okay. I got 2 little stinger molds here. That's all I've got, guys. I'm going to make 20 at a time. Each one of them makes 10. And that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons I don't make a lot of dual colors in the Stingers Junior and the Stinger. Okay, I'm not going to make any more baits today, so I'm going to dump this right here and let it cool. It's because I can only make so many at a time. Oops. Should have kept a little bit. It sucked down. Oh, I got it. I had enough. This is my LC shad molds, and there's 4 of them here, and each one of them makes 24. So that's why I'm more interested in making these dual colors in the LC shad. All right. Plus, the LC shad is 75% of my sales. But this is the Tweety Bird. It makes a little decent dual color. So I do make some and some. I'm just playing around to see how they do. But when you only make 20 at a time, it takes forever. Especially with the dual injector, you got to clean both sides. You got to heat both plastics within 5 degrees. Hey, down the road, like I said, I'm going to put all these stingers on sale. And they're supposed to come out with 1.5 inches in this mold. Yeah, I'm waiting. Oh, you're ready? Bam. Alright, guys. It's only been about 5 minutes. That's all it takes. Sometimes it don't take that long. Depends on how cold the molds are. There you go. Isn't that a pretty little bait? Looks like a little minnow, doesn't it? Alright, guys. I'm going to send these to somebody. I poured 2 of them. Alright. So somebody's going to get these. I do have plenty of these in stock. I have a lot of colors in the Stinger Junior. In fact, I sent some out today. Somebody bought the, I think the Stinger Juniors today. And a couple other colors. And the Stinger Junior, they bought, I don't remember what color now. Blue Boy. It's a couple other colors. Blue Boy's probably my #1 selling color. But I have this in probably 12 or 14 colors. And about 3 or 4 dual colors. I have it in Killer. So I do have it in a few dual colors. Okay. Alright guys, y'all know the routine. It's between 1 and 400. I make that on Wednesday night. After 5. At 5 o'clock, I start gathering up my goodies, get my computer and camera, and I go down to my, I got a studio, and I start filming, and I hit a random number on the computer. It gives us a number. Who knows who it's going to be too, guys. That thing's wild. And we see who comes the closest without going over that number. They win. All right? And you send me your address. Some of you, if you've been ordering from me within the last 2 months, I've got your address. If it's been more than 2 or 3 months, it's hard to find. I have to go back through a lot of people to find it, guys, and go through pages, okay, of orders to find it. So, and I'll mail them out to you as soon as I can. Usually on that Friday, I run up to the post office and mail out. My wife and I usually go up there on Fridays and eat out at the Mexican restaurant. Post office is right there next to it, and I mail them out on Fridays to you. So usually by the end of that following week, you should have these baits. Depends on where you live at, okay? Appreciate each and every one of you. Good luck to everybody. Check out the site. If you've never been on www Lake Country Baits, check it out. There's 16 body shapes on there from the LC shad, okay? There's swim baits on there if you're new. This is a Chaos, all right? I just got a couple baits laying here, guys. This is a Tweety Bird. It's got little double tails. This is a swim bait in the remelt smoke. It's a 2-inch swim bait. I've got 1.5-inch swim baits too. I don't have anything else different lane. Yeah, I do. Here's a cricket. All right, got little 4 legs. Okay, works really good. Got a full-size tadpole. Boy, I'm just going crazy here today, ain't I? I ain't never done this before with Port Catch 8. Here's 2-inch grub. Yep, just trying to show some of y'all new guys that's never been on the site what all's on there. This is a banana color. It's called hot pepper banana. All right, there you go. So check it out. I don't have anything else laying here. And oh, here's some bugs. I got some hanging on the wall. Bugs are smaller than the cricket, 1.5 inches. All right. And see if you can find something you like. Okay. I do not handle. I add something else I need to add every once in a while. I do not handle the money or the credit cards. Okay, or debit cards, whatever you want to do. PayPal, WooCommerce. When you go in there, it says Site Pirate by WooCommerce. They do all that. What they do is when you place an order, they email me the order. I get the order. So the thing I get is the order and your address, and I print the postage labels at my house. When you order, however you do, if you want to do most people are using grounds now. You pick a shipping, I print that, put that on the package, and mail it to you. That's all I get to order, guys. Sometimes I've had people order and call me, email me half an hour later, hey, I want to add 2 more things to that thing. I can't do that. You have to order again. I do not handle that part. I can't add nothing. I have no way to charge you for them if I add it to you. See what I'm saying? Because I don't handle the money. I don't have the credit card. I have no way to charge you for them if you want something else. So make sure you're ready when you order. Make a list. It's like Santa Claus. Sit down and make your list. What gifts you going to buy yourself. And order. Okay, guys? Appreciate you. Dennis, good luck to everybody, guys. See y'all Wednesday night. Bam. I'm going to tell you, guys. Are we glad when the water cools? Water's still 79 here. And we're going to be in the 90s this week, so it ain't going to change much this week, is it? Good thing, ouch! Good thing I net him. He flopped and got me. Them little spikes on their back will get you, won't they? Alright. Bait's in the net. I'll show it to you in a little bit. That's a nice fish, guys. It's a good 11-inch fish. Make sure y'all recording. Alright. Bam. Alright, guys. Next cast, I caught another one. Whoa. Yeah, it's like a bass. Look, sometimes these crappie in this lake will fight funny, I'm tell you, but he acts like a bass. I done caught 1 bass this morning. Yep. Alright. These small bass will mix in with the crappie. First bass I caught was a largemouth. This is a spot. Alright, since I've got him where I can show y'all what I'm using. I usually kill them, guys. Y'all know they tell you to kill them. I've been killing them. I'm not going to do it right in front of these people's house. Some of these people go, oh, why are you killing them? Well, the spotted bass and the Game Commission don't want them here. They actually, here's what I've been told. They actually introduced another type of bass. I never heard of it. I don't even remember the name of it. I've been told this by 2 different people. They said the game warden told them this. Now, so this is hearsay. That's supposed to eradicate those spotted bass. Spotted bass are taking over, and they claim the spotted bass kill the largemouth. I don't know, but there's a bunch of them in here. I catch them every trip. I talked to a guy today, said, I've been bass fishing. I said, you catch many? Oh, we caught 2 or 3. I said, I caught 6 and I'm crappie fishing. He just looked at me. He said, what? I said, I don't know what you're doing wrong, because they eat me alive. But I think he's not fished close enough to cover. This is the Stinger Junior in Flash. The guys, I have a lot of the junior baits, and I am going to put them on sale. Have talked to my son about it. We just haven't come up with a date to do it. We said September, so we're going to do it this month. I'll talk to him again this week, Thursday, and Thursday nights he calls me. When he comes home from choir practice, he plays guitar at the church. They have a contemporary gospel group that they play at the church that leads the worship and so forth. He plays guitar in that. He also does, he's also got a gospel album, guys, that's coming out. I'll let y'all know when it's ready. He's going to have a web page that he's going to sell it on. He puts his music on a web page just for him, just his music that he's going to sell it on, okay? It's going to be a bluegrass gospel album. He wrote 8 of the songs. So I'll let y'all know when it's ready. He's shooting for this month. He's got a lot of pros playing music on it, singing on it. He's playing a lot of the instruments on it because he plays every instrument. You can check him out, okay, on Flyer, like the flyer, Flower, Pot Music. That's his site that he has music on. But I talked to him, and we're going to work on that, and we're going to put all the stingers on sale. And I've sold that to a couple people in comments, and people have asked me back why. I looked the other night, guys, and it's no secret. I'll share it with you. I've sold a bunch of bags. I'm in the 1900 bag area, and that's pretty good for small bait fishermen, small bait maker. I said bait fisherman, then small bait maker. And 22 bags have been stingers. Yeah, they just don't sell. I mean, they're good bait. I can catch fish with them, but they're not the fishermen. They don't catch the fishermen. If y'all not interested in people not buying them, I'm not gonna keep on having them sitting there taking up shelf room. Let's get rid of them. I'll come up with another bait shape. Wife and I was on that last night. I've been looking at other bait shapes. Let's come up with a different bait shape. Something that y'all might be interested in. All right, guys, I'm in back of a creek. I was thinking this morning, I'm not cleaning the back, I'm good ways. So let's go back to the creek a little further today than we've been gone. Fall's coming, days are getting shorter, and bass will start moving to the back of the creeks, okay? And I talked to a bass fisherman this weekend. He said, oh, we'll catch them in the little ways back of the creek now. I'm going, yep, that's the time of year, days are getting shorter, they seem to know that. And the shad will start moving toward the back of the creek. You ever notice that? Fish are gonna go with the food source. Guys, I'm using a number 6 hook on this bait, so that's why I'm netting them. But the number 6 hook fits it really good. Now, the guys, this I'm in open water now. I'm just running around here. I told y'all, I think on the last video, now it's gonna be on the video you're gonna see. So you're gonna see this past Wednesday. You're gonna see it before you see this one. I'm seeing fish in open water. That's a nice fish right there, guys. He's probably right at 11. See, this bait's not real big. It's 1.5 inches. He's probably right at 11 inches. I've been seeing fish in open water, okay? And they're hard to catch. This time they're still hard to catch, guys. They ain't got any easier to catch. But most of them in open water won't pay attention to me. Now, today I've caught that in open water, and I just lost one before this fish that y'all ain't gonna get to see. I got him started toward the boat, and that was it. Got to reel the handle about 10, 12 times and feel the pressure, and then he come off. You know how that is. You just got him skin hooked, barely got him hooked, and they just pull off. All right, let's see if we can come up with a couple more. Oh, this one's smaller. That's okay, it's a crappie. This time of year, we're not gonna argue about that, because I tell you, it's tough. When it's tough fishing, you take them off. You don't complain about it. Now, I've done better here than I have other places lately. He's really small, guys. He might be 7 inches, 7.5. He ain't very big. I've done a little better here this morning than I have other places. And then, now, guys, this is after Labor Day weekend. This is the Tuesday after, so the lake's quiet. I haven't even seen another boat. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh, guys, I got to see him right there when he turned and pulled. Y'all heard him take drag. I got to see him right there. That was a big crappie. Damn, found another one. It's been a little bit, guys. It's been a good 5 minutes, but I lost one. I think I'll show that to you. Sometimes I don't show that to you, but a couple of y'all have commented that, you know what, not many people show this, people losing fish. Well, I know that, and that's why I show y'all that once in a while. I lose them. I go through the same struggle as y'all do, and it always seems to be the big fish, right? If you lose one, it's the big fish. I like to grab them here. I don't think I take as much slime off of them. You grab them by the body, you're taking slime off of them. And I'm not a biologist, but I've been told, well, he's hooked good. A little 6 went through him. That's what you don't want to do, is take the slime off of them. That's why I don't like them falling in the boat, y'all. Don't want to throw them back. If you go eat them, it don't make any difference. I'm going to keep some on these trips. My wife and I was just talking about that. He's about 8.5. Wife said, we ain't kept any fish for a while, have you? I said, no. So, but we're playing it, guys. We just don't keep fish and stick them in the freezer. I know I've said this before. I keep fish. We're going to eat them the next day. You know, I'll take them in, clean them, cool them, chill them. And then we like to bake them. And we're just talking about that. And we've tried different recipes. Some of y'all guys have put on, other YouTubers have put online. do this, mix this with it. We've tried different ones. They're okay. But we think baking them is probably the best way to fix them. All right, guys. See how those fish are sitting right there in open water? It's about 5 of them. Yeah, I still have it on crawfish. Well, there's another baby. That is a baby, but it's a crappie. Bam. All right, guys. Doing a little bit better this morning than I've been doing. I'm a long ways from home, too, though. I traveled this morning. And I might get out this evening. If I get out this evening, my wife and I, we had to run to town today for some errands. And I get out this evening, I'm going to go the opposite way and see if I can find some fish. Fish in the area I haven't fished here since April, probably. April, May, I imagine. There you go, guys. That's a nice fish. That's a nice one. He's about 11 and a half. I'm seeing some big ones in open water, like ones I just showed y'all a little bit ago. All those were nice fish. And I said this, I think I said it Wednesday video when I made the winter's video. I said I've been seeing fish in open water. And I think I said it on the last video y'all done seen too. That I've been seeing fish in open water, but I can't get them to bite. Well, this is the first time I've got them to bite. But it's been a week. And it's changing fast now. Like I'm looking over there. A lot of those trees over there start turning yellow. Now, we don't get a lot of color here anyway. And we usually only get that to late October. But I think it's just the reason they're turning is the sun's angle's changed and the days are getting shorter. That's it. That's the whole 9 yards, right? All right. Guys, this is a porter catch. I kept that a secret. I didn't want y'all to know that till the end. You know, that way I surprised you, didn't I? Surprise! This is a Stinger Junior Flash. And I don't want to make them too long. I won't put too many fish on here and make it too long because I got to do the shop part yet, right? Some of y'all have made comments. You love me seeing the shop part. Well, that's great. Now, guys, I got plenty of these in stock. I looked this morning before I left the house. On the Fluke porter catch, I didn't look. I said I didn't have any, but I made some. They're on the site now. I think it's 9 or 10 bags there. So last time I looked. So I made some for that, and that's in limeade, right? I do have plenty of these in flash, and I have a lot of colors of flash. This Stinger Junior is a great little bait for downsizing. The reason I'm using it today, because the fish has been so tough anyway. You can see the water's flat. So I know, you know, anytime you got just a little riffle on the water and just enough breeze to keep it storming, I think the fishing's better. When it's flat, they usually are a little tougher to catch, guys, because, you know, I think they hear every little noise. They hear my trolling motor up there. They know I'm here. You're not going to sneak up on them. But they're moving around slowly. Some of them are stopping just setting as I showed you. And if they sit long enough, I can get this little bait in front of them and surprise you. Now, I'm not very deep. It's 10 foot here. So I told you I'm in back to the creek. It's 10 foot. I probably go out there and get probably 12 or 14 out there. I'm on the edge of where it drops. And that's what they're doing. They come back in this creek in the mornings now, and they're running down shad. Every once in a while, if you watch, I'll hear a fish break, and I see some surface clatter, and that's shad kicking along. They're going to follow the food source. So on your lake, if you're not seeing shad where you've been fishing, and that's why I changed this morning. I went a couple places. I didn't see many fish, and I didn't see any shad. I went, them shad have done started. When that days get shorter, the shad will start moving to the creeks, guys. They do it every year in the fall. All right. Appreciate y'all, guys. Hope you enjoy the shop part coming up. It'll be first. Leave your number 1 through 400. I draw on Wednesday nights. It's over on Wednesday after 5 o'clock. It's over Wednesday evening at 5 o'clock. Send me your address, and I'll mail out to people most time on Fridays. I mail out. Usually my wife and I go to the Mexican restaurant, eat on Fridays if I'm not painting somewhere, and I'll mail that to you on Fridays, okay? I do have a lot of paint jobs coming up. I got 2 houses to paint yet, 2 boat houses to paint yet. Yeah, before winter time, and a couple decks and stuff. So boat houses take a little bit, guys. You got if you imagine looking at the boathouse painting the front and stuff, you got to build some scaffold. You got to do some different things sometimes to get to them. All right, comes the first boat I've seen all day, and it's a pleasure boat coming at me. All right, guys, we'll see y'all next time. Fishing Lake Country, Dennis.